The cast of Rocky. Then and now. When Rocky was released in 1976, it smashed the competition and became the highest-grossing film of the year, earning more than $117 million approximate $153 million, at the box office. The boxing movie was then nominated for 10 Oscars and won 3, including Best Picture, and launched its actor Sylvester Stallone into superstardom. This year, the original movie celebrates 45 years since it premiered. To mark the milestone, let's take a look back at Stallone and some of our favorite Rocky characters. Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, then. The titular character of Rocky Balboa was played by Sylvester Stallone. Rocky is a working-class Italian living in the slums of Philadelphia who starts out as an enforcer for a local loan shark before setting his sights on becoming a professional boxer. Sylvester Stallone, now. In 1977, Stallone, who wrote the script, was nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Rocky, Best Actor and Best Original Screenplay. He came away empty-handed, but there's no doubt Rocky made him a megastar. Stallone, now 74, went on to have a successful career, appearing in Rambo, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, the Expendables franchise and 5 more Rocky films. In 2015, he reprised his role as Rocky Balboa in the film Creed, of which he wrote the screenplay. For this stint, he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars that same year. Talia Shire as Adrian Panino, then. Talia Shire was cast perfectly as the mousy character of Adrian Panino, a shy pet shop worker who grabs Rocky's attention as they bond over turtles. The pair eventually marry. Fun fact, Susan Sarandon was originally considered for the role but was passed up because she was deemed too pretty to play Adrian. Stallone also apparently offered the role to actress Carrie Snodgrass, but she reportedly turned it down as the salary was too low. Talia Shire, now. The following year, Shire was nominated for the Best Actress Oscar for her portrayal of Adrian. The original movie's triumphant final scene, where Rocky screams, "Yo Adrian, I did it," is considered one of the most iconic moments in sports film history. Shire went on to star in 5 more Rocky films. Shire is now 75 years and can look back on her career with pride. She is also widely recognized for her role in the Godfather saga. Burt Young as Paulie Panino, then. Burt Young played Paulie Panino, the brother of Adrian and therefore Rocky's brother-in-law. He becomes Rocky's best friend, and it is at the meat factory where Paulie worked that Rocky began his training by punching meat carcasses. Burt Young, now. Young went on to star in 5 Rocky sequels in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Now 81, Young has also appeared on Once Upon a Time in America, Back to School and Roomies. The veteran star is also a published author whose works include 2 film screenplays and a historically based novel called Endings. Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed, then. Carl Weathers played Apollo Creed, the elite champion who beats out his division of serious challengers before agreeing to fight Rocky, who was a rookie contender at the time. In the 3rd film of the franchise, Creed and Rocky put their differences aside and become mates. Carl Weathers, now. Carl Weathers is now 73 and still working consistently in the industry. He has appeared in the TV series Tour of Duty, Street Justice, In the Heat of the Night, Brothers, and Colony. Most recently, he starred as Greef Karga in The Mandalorian. Burgess Meredith as Mickey Goldmill, then. Burgess Meredith played Mickey Goldmill. The smart-mouthed veteran owned the gym Rocky frequented and was among the first to see potential in the aspiring boxer. Mickey eventually goes on to train Rocky. Burgess Meredith, now. Although he was already an established actor at the time, Burgess would go on to reprise his role of Mickey in all of the film's sequels. The actor also appeared on the TV series Gloria, as well as in movies Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men, Clash of the Titans and The Last Chase. He sadly died after battling Alzheimer's disease in 1997. He was 97. Dolph Lundgren as Ivan Drago, then. Dolph Lundgren's breakout role came in 1985 when he starred as Ivan Drago, a brutal Soviet fighter and Olympic gold medalist who becomes Rocky's opponent in Rocky IV. So what's Dolph up to these days? Dolph Lundgren, now. Rocky IV turned Swedish actor and martial artist Dolph Lundgren into a movie star, paving the way for a successful career in action flicks. The former Fulbright scholar, who has a master's degree in chemical engineering and attended MIT, played iconic action characters He-Man in 1987's Masters of the Universe and Frank Castle in 1989's The Punisher. In 1994, he married Annette Kleiberg, with whom he shares two daughters, Ida Sigrid and Greta Evelyn. They split in 2011. He continued to work steadily throughout the 90s and aughts, and over the last decade has popped up in projects including the Expendables films and 2018's Aquaman. Dolph reprised the role that made him famous, Ivan Drago, in 2018's Creed II.